What's up? Back at you. I'm Sick of Podcast, hosted by your boy Ghetto Ice Cream, none other than the chocolate brother, 6 foot tall and bald. I can do it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm Sick of Podcast. Today is co-hosting my guy, Hard D. You already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give you some mess to talk
CEO,
about.
How to Hate Records with the Z, man. Y'all look me up on Facebook, Derek Smith, man. You look me up on YouTube, Derek Hard D Smith. And go check out the album, Going Out the Hard Way, man. You know, starting from the bottom to the top, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it. I got videos. I got 2 movies on Tubi, Backside of the Story, and Real Shot by A&P Phillips Smith and Scott Phillips. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all check it out, man. Hood News, they got movie with him. Hood Detective 1, Hood Detective 2. Y'all check it out. Yes, sir. So today on I'm Sick of Podcast, we're going to be talking about something real. We're going to keep it real. Yeah. You know, when you know better, you're supposed to show better. So as you get older, you have to start laying a decent foundation for you and your family.
That's right.
So today, I want to talk about old school parenting. Old school parenting, man.
Ooh. Hey, man.
I can.
You know what? Like, man, we talked about what mental
health,
and that was real, man. And people really grasp to that.
Well, you know, you got to.
But we don't go there. I'm just saying. That topic there was very powerful.
Well, you know, you got to keep in touch with the people. What makes sense? What's a relative thing going on within the community?
Right.
And mental health is
one of
relative.
And now we talking about old school parenting.
Old school parenting.
What you mean?
Is relevant. Right now, old school parenting is where we had a grooming tool from our grannies and aunties that wanted us to be respectful, decent kids.
Right.
We were groomed different back in the 70s, in the 80s than them children was in the 90s, in the 2000s.
Right.
The 20-year grooming structure is different. The foundation is different.
Right.
Because nowadays the parenting is watered down. 20 years of being watered down.
What you mean by watered down?
Being watered down parenting means that you're not taking it seriously when it comes to your child's convenience, needs, wants, understanding, and love and attention. When you throw the world at your child's feet, you're not giving them attention. You giving them what the world want them to have. Okay. But what's needed in the house? What's needed in the house is you showing that child some love, teaching this child how to be a human, respectful being with morals, teaching them how to work for their money, not take from folk. A lot of things that's watered down that's not old-fashioned parenting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Old-fashioned parenting makes the world a better place because you have your grandparents that'll get their switch and spank you and whoop you because they love you.
Right. Tough love.
Tough love. Not because they want to see you cry, bleeding, and hurting. Right. They not spanking you to hurt your feelings, but to instill some decency and respect
in you. That's right.
That's all they was whooping you for. Right. These parents these days, they scared to lift a belt up at their child, but allow them children to talk back to them. You weren't talking back to your mama.
Oh, no.
What was going to happen you talk back to your mama?
Oh, I'm going to throw something at me.
Your mama
going to throw something at me.
I'm sick of. You know what going to happen when you talk back to your mama in the old days.
Real talk.
Nowadays, these children talking back to their parents. They talking back to
That's because they being friends. You can't be friends to your children.
Not be friends.
Like me and my son, I have responsibility
for
the consequences of your actions.
Right.
So I don't condone. I don't put my son on. Pedestal. I don't put my son on no pedestal, man.
So do you instill that beyond your son, maybe with your if you know what I'm saying, you know,
besides him,
other people with children, do you
like
try to mentor them?
Like my wife, kid,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you like
my baby mama?
So you
other than my son, her kids.
Yeah, I mean, you have to lay that foundation for it to keep going. Because if you water it down, you ain't helping the situation.
I'm enabling them, meaning I'm handicapping them.
If you handicap them,
I don't do that.
And that's where a lot of parents are feeling the children.
Right.
They're handicapped,
but they don't feel like they are
because they wasn't properly raised. If you're a parent who wasn't properly raised and structured in your upbringing, your children will not reap the benefits of what was right, but was watered down from your time being. Because I'm pretty sure y'all mamas and aunties and grandmamas and uncles was trying to teach y'all something,
and you didn't listen,
and y'all didn't listen.
But when you didn't listen, you reap
now your children not listening to you,
and the children go reap the repercussions.
Yeah, and they not listening to you, being disobedient, and they cutting you down. Don't know what's right to you.
Then what?
The children is more confused than anything because you confused. If your right ain't right, but you thinking it is, your parenting was watered down from your parent onto you. Now you taking it and putting more water, which is diluting the whole fact of proper parenting is kind of getting diluted and losing strength, losing respect.
Don't you know?
And I'm sick of
it. Don't you know? Hey, you know about this one, man. You know, when I was trying to get my son in my custody.
Yeah.
And I went to parenting class.
Mm-hmm.
Did you remember that? Though?
Yeah, I recall it. Yeah.
I went to parenting class for him, and I was don't you know I was the only man in that class amongst 20 females.
Well, that's a good
and
thing.
Did you know a lot of those females, out of those 20 females, it was about 17 didn't know nothing about raising a child?
Well, I can't believe it.
What's your intake on that though? By me being the only man fight for my child, so he can have a structure, a man, a father in his life to bring him up to do right and be responsible.
Right. Well, I mean, you got people that, like I said, if they're not in the likeness of a upbringing that was structured to groom a child to be a child until they're old enough to understand.
Right.
You know, then it's a problem. You know, that's the problem right there. Understand a lot of things.
The person we are right today.
I mean, we not perfect.
No.
But you see us sitting here doing things positive.
There you go.
That's where the grooming and coming up with an upbringing in a good parenting system in your family. You'll know that the wrong paths and things that you've done was only temporary when you out there in the world, but when you know God and the things thereof, all these things will bring you back on path to do right. When you know that you've been taught right, the wrong will start irritating you, and you don't want to come back on the right. The wrong will seem harmful and irritating, but when you know you get back on the right, you ain't got to worry about looking over your shoulder. You ain't got to worry about looking on line, talking about some this. They got a warrant out for you. When you know you was taught right, it'll structure your life versus when you taught wrong.
And the light will show as you walk.
Yeah. Well, we're going to come to a commercial. Ghetto ice cream, hard D. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of podcasts.
Sick of.
Drop that ass down, sister, drop that ass down. Drop that ass down, drop that ass down. Drop that ass down, sister, drop that ass down. Drop that ass, pop it, lock it, drop that.
Born in the projects, I'm a ghetto baby. Raised in the project, mama first baby.